god. Oh my god. Good luck to you.
I was like, do we need to start again?
You're fine. Oh my god.
Oh
I
my
went full...
god.
Oddities. Stay strange.
Hi, Odd Fam. Welcome back to Oddities. I'm Cassie.
I'm Kelly.
And welcome back to Strange Town. As per usual, you'll find all of the things in the universe in the description. That includes our social media, our Patreon, our merch store. Christmas is coming. The holidays. Just
Holly, yay.
saying.
Holly, yay.
We run sales all the time, Ski.
Constantly.
And literally constantly. Um, we also have all of the artists that we've worked with before, and our website, and of course our email address. If you do have a topic or a personal story that you would like for us to cover, we'd love to do a listeners episode, maybe next season.
Yeah, it's looking
Just
like that
saying.
now, isn't it?
It sure is,
Yep.
because we're down to the final countdown here for this
It's
season.
the final countdown. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah. So all that fun stuff aside, how's my birthday?
I am here. Honestly, the best thing about today is that I'm seeing you. That's the best thing about like my last several weeks.
Likewise.
I get so like this fills up my cup so much.
Oh, me too.
And as much as I would rather be actually spending in-person time with my worsty, I'll take
Yes,
this.
yes. It's a happy second, I guess.
I accept. So it is what it is. I keep seeing things on my like FYP and my explore page and all that stuff, and it's like the people with like the very, very best friends who they go to with everything and for everything and say the most unhinged things to each other always live 5 billion miles away from each other. And I was like, yeah,
Checks out.
here we are. So
It checks out.
any hoozles, how's my bursty?
Your Borsty's hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
Not by much, but she's hanging
But
on.
she's there.
We're wading our way through the horrors of everything constantly,
Mm-hmm.
including my dogs losing their mind right now.
Can't hear them.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We must have gotten a delivery. The little ring doorbell went off. Um, what have I to share with you? Obviously, Halloween was a success.
Mm-hmm.
I did, Odd Fam, I chose not to post our, like, annual video because my little son skis in it.
Yep.
So out of protection of the boy, I'm sorry. I did not share on our oddities page. I don't know that I have that much that's that exciting to share in my life. It's kind of like, going through the motions day in and day out right now.
I think that's exactly where I'm at. Like,
Yeah, like
we're just
it's
here.
I do have one fun thing that happened
Oh,
recently.
yeah.
So two of my buddies, you know about this, two of my buddies from the library and I went and we did a tea leaf reading
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
I was stoked to get that photo. Like, it
It was
did
pretty
bring me
cool.
great joy.
It was a really fun, unique, like different thing to do.
Uh-huh.
And do I believe what I saw? I don't know. I don't believe in much these days,
I mean, same.
if I'm being real. Also, happy retrograde, everybody. When we're recording this, Mercury's in the microwave
Again.
again. Um, but my thing is, so my last retrograde was so horrendous. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is not gonna be. And you had a lot of shit right before this,
Yeah,
so
like,
I'm gonna also say we're good.
literally. Yeah. And I'm just now realizing how similar your retrograde and my pre-retrograde.
It's too much.
I'm unwell now. Huh.
It's too much. Yeah. But here's the highlight of my day today, aside from this, of course. Aside from this, I had a fat Costco hot dog for lunch.
Oh, bless you.
It, the way that hit so hard.
Costco's got it. And they
Costco
brought back
hot
Coke
dogs,
products.
there are like very, I mean, you know this about me. There are like very few things in life that I genuinely like love and get excited about, and Costco hot dogs are one of those things.
I have to agree with you on it.
I will take down 40 of those fucking. They're like it's cheap as hell,
Yeah,
huge. Get the onions on top. I know my breath reeks and I don't even care.
but it's
It's
flavor.
worth it.
It's so
It's for
worth
the
it.
flavor.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, took down one of those bad boys for lunch. That was great.
Hmm.
We love to see it. So the tea leaf reading class, that's slayed. The Costco hot dog slayed. We're taking the wins where we can get them. Getting ready for the first Christmas with my son. Um, it's strange because he's only gonna be like 5 months old, and it's like I mean like, do we put out the cookies and milk?
I did.
Did you?
I did
Okay. Like
when my
how much do we
oldest
commit?
was what 1 month.
Like 1 month. Okay. I don't know the rule. I don't know the rules.
Flying by the seat of the pants. You know what I
Oh, yeah.
thought would be always be fun, and I do it. I have done it. Is I take a picture of the kids with the cookies.
Oh, that is cute. Okay.
So, you know,
Okay.
all these little memory things. You've been doing this since you were 5 months old, type thing.
There it is. Okay. All right. I'm trying my best to capture the memories. Sometimes I feel like I'm failing. You know, you see these moms and stuff on social media, and it's like all they do day in and day out, and that's wonderful. But I feel,
You're living in
and
the
this
moment,
is,
and there's nothing wrong with that. And I
yeah, I
think you're
feel like
taking
I'm.
great photos of the little baby bestie.
Thank you. I'm worried that I'm not curating enough.
No, you're doing wonderful.
Thank you. You're doing amazing,
You're doing
sweetie.
amazing, sweetie. I have to say that is a statement said in this house daily now
All
to
the
everybody. You're
time.
doing amazing, sweetie.
I, s- I send it to, I have a few coworkers who I actually like,
Yeah.
and I send it to them on the regular.
It's like the only way to survive is that meme.
That's it.
So
Uh,
here we
so
are.
yeah, here we are. So anyway, I'm looking forward to our first Christmas season with our little guy, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure it doesn't just fly by because everything lately is
Flying
flying
by,
by.
right?
I feel like it's like one of those things. Do you ever like go through life? Sorry, odd fam. I feel like this is getting like weirdly deep. But do you ever have these times in life where you feel like all you're doing is just like you're like a bystander?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're just like all this shit is zipping by and all I can do is try and keep up as best as I can, but like I'm not actually like in any moment. Do you ever feel like that? Yeah. So that's how it's felt since the summer for me with everything that's been going on. So I'm gonna try real hard to slow down.
The first time I felt present recently was last week. We went to the Huntington Library and we
Nice.
walked the gardens, and the tall one lost a tooth while we were there. That was very
Oh hell
exciting.
yeah.
That was the thing I was going to
Okay.
tell you. See, my
Yeah,
brain
okay.
is literally scrambled eggs at this point.
Gone.
It's gone. It
Gone.
doesn't exist. I need to be in Hoa Hoa. I need to be setting up for Christmas. And I need a fat pot of soup on the stove.
Penicillin.
Yeah, that's what I need. And it's really unfortunate because legitimately all of our kitchen stuff is packed up except for one pan and one saucepan.
Shit.
Like I'm not thriving here.
Okay. You're gonna be though soon. Before you know it, you're about to be thriving so hard. I need to know where the hell to send your Christmas card.
I know. Honestly, I was like thinking about that the other day. I was like, shit, maybe she should just send it to my parents, so that way I get it. Like,
I mean, yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. Whatever. And also like Christmas gifts, things like that. I'm like, what do I
we may be
do?
doing Christmas in July.
I mean, that's fine. So that's cool. Love it. Love a mid-year check-in. So anyway, all that heaviness aside, all that's to say, I'm happy to be recording with you today. We've taken like a small break on recording.
There was a lot happening, and I
There
wish
was,
we were taking a break because it was like, oh, she's moving. No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. So maybe we should just like party and
Let's
get
party
into it. What
hardy.
do you think? I why don't you? I think I kicked it off last time.
So I'm
So
talking to
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, literally take the wheel with this scrambled egg brain. Anyways,
Love that.
I'm talking about what is known as the most dangerous grave in the United States.
Oh, does it like explode?
It's radioactive.
Really?
Really? So I'm gonna before we like
Okay.
get into that part of it, I'm gonna get about talk about who's buried there. Um,
Oh, okay.
on January 3rd, 1961, operations from the U.S. Army Stationary Lower Power Reactor, one or it's called the SL-1, were returning from a 10-day holiday break. Among them was Army Specialist Arthur Burns, a Navy Seabee Richard Cartigleg, and Specialist Richard McKinley. There you go.
So there you have it.
This was designed to provide heat and electricity for remote defense early warning radar sites, and it was established to provide early warning of attack of Soviet aircrafts, or ICBMs, supplementing the controversial plants requiring costly hazardous diesel deliveries.
Rolls right off the
It
tongue.
really does.
Okay.
So, however, poor oversight, lack of rigorous training and detailed procedures, and inadequate tested technology spelled disaster for this.
Disaster.
And its operators that night, after shortly 9 p.m., a steam explosion blasted through the plant. According to Aragon Electronics, which provides nuclear and hazardous material training simulators, the BEST had enough force to lift the whole 26,000-pound apparatus over 9 feet into the air.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So the entire room was instantly filled with burning steam, contaminated water, fragments of radioactive cores. It would take over an hour and a half for responders to arrive at the reactor. And when they did, they found dangerous levels of radiation. Shocker.
Oop. Yep.
Barnes and Carlton were killed instantly in the blast. McKinley was still breathing, but he, at 27 years old, succumbed to his injuries shortly after being transported into an ambulance.
Oh, no.
Which I feel for him because I think I would rather die instantly. That's my point.
Pretty much,
So that is who we're talking about. Richard Leroy McKinley. He is buried at
But
Arlington.
I have to be honest. McKinley sounds like one of those names. You know?
I know. It's
Okay.
giving Emerson.
So that's
I
all.
understand.
It is, yeah.
Um,
I like how all I have to say is one of those names. Like, I know.
the other two soldiers that had died were buried in their hometowns, but he was buried in the Arlington National Cemetery.
Okay.
So, with that, 22 days after the explosion, McKinley's family gathered in Arlington to watch the veteran's 8-minute funeral from 20 feet away.
Because
the radiation.
Okay.
He was.
I feel like 20 feet is not enough.
I don't think that was enough.
So yeah, not enough. Okay, everybody's glowing.
Yep.
Okay.
He was laid to rest in a double lead-lined casket. McKinley was lowered into a 10-foot grave encased in a concrete surrounded by a metal vault. For good measure, an additional foot of concrete was poured on top of his casket. It's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
McKinley's gravesite remains the only radioactive burial plot in Arlington National Cemetery. And while it's safe to visit, his cemetery file warns, victim of nuclear accident, body contaminated with long-life radioactive isotopes. Under no circumstance will the body be removed from this location without prior approval of the AEC, the Atomic Energy Commission, in at the Constellation headquarters. I've seen a lot of mixed things.
Okay.
One being you can't actually visit his grave at all, like it is in a secluded area of Arlington. I've seen others that it's like, no, that's not true. You could actually go look at it. Would I go look at it? No. I just don't trust it.
I mean, radioactivity is just like not a thing to really mess with.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am somewhat surprised he was buried at Arlington with all of this going on.
Right?
Like, it is very interesting to me that was done. But also, I think any cemetery would have had to do the same. I didn't find anything about the other two's burial and how theirs were done, but I imagine they're the same, where it has to be lead lined and.
I would hope,
but it's just a lot. It's very odd. And that was a heck of a way to go.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
This is related but not related. Have you seen all that shit about the radioactive shrimp in Walmart?
Yes. Yes, I have.
It's just like, for some reason, that's all I could think about this whole time.
That's so valid,
anyway, though. Cool topic, though, Borsty. Good find.
Yeah,
How did you stumble across this one?
I was starting to research the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, just to see, like, is this something worth pursuing, all these things. And this came up.
And you were like, gotta do it.
And I was like, clearly this was actually meant to be.
This is the one, right.
Yeah. There you have
Very
it.
cool.
The most dangerous grave in the United States, which arguably, no, it's not, because 2 other soldiers happened to die during that situation and were buried somewhere else. Would love to know where that is.
Would be nice.
Wow.
I could not possibly
be further from where I am.
Yeah, like so today, friends, I've shifted topics a little bit from what was on our game plan, because I didn't feel satisfied with the research that I had for what I was going to talk about. So today I'm talking to you about the Annapolis Tea Party.
Oh, okay.
Not Boston.
Nope.
Annapolis. Nope. And the Peggy Stewart. So a little bit of odd history, I suppose, to a degree. So the Peggy Stewart was a Maryland cargo vessel.
Okay.
It burned on October 19th, 1774 in Annapolis, Maryland, as a punishment for contravening the boycott on tea imports, which had been imposed in retaliation for the British occupation of Boston following the Boston Tea Party. And so therefore the event became known as the Annapolis Tea Party.
Okay.
Literally just so much tea.
So much tea being poured in this episode. Continue.
We're here with the tea. Yeah, we're here with it. So, in February 1770, the brig Good Intent arrived at Annapolis from London, bringing goods ordered by local merchants during 1769. Some of the orders had been placed before local resolutions in June to July of 1769 to boycott goods subject to the British tax under the Townshend Acts of 1767. So the customs collector at Annapolis wouldn't allow any goods to be landed. They were like, hell no. Not even those subject to tax until the tax had been paid. He was like, I pay the shit. Just pay the shit.
Yeah.
And the local committee supervising the boycott would not allow tax to be paid on any goods. So merchants importing the goods, led by this guy's name is really unfortunate, James Dick. So
it's the way that you looked at me.
So importing the goods led by James Dick and his son-in-law Anthony Stewart, they finally they gave up and sent Good Intent back to London, fully loaded with shit. Ironically, while the Good Intent was mid-Atlantic, the British government gave in to the boycott and removed taxes on all goods except tea. They're like, fuck tea in particular.
Can't blame them.
Yeah. So the Tea Act of 1773 allowed only one company, that would be the East India Company,
Oh, okay.
to sell tea in the 13 colonies without paying tax. But this was like a very one-sided deal, obviously, and it seemed unjust to American colonists as the original taxes, which eventually led to the Boston Tea Party. And then following other British policies to a widespread reintroduction of tea boycotts. So, most ships' captains refused to carry tea. They were like, all right, we're just not going to carry this shit. In the summer of 1774, one merchant, his name is Thomas Charles Williams, he's the London representative of an Annapolis like family firm for shipping and whatnot.
Okay.
He thought he found a way around the problem. He was like, I've got it. Light bulb, whatever. He loads 2,320 pounds, pretty close to 1 ton, of tea in 17 packages aboard the brig Peggy Stewart, which was principally owned by Dick and Stewart.
Of course it was.
And these were business rivals to Thomas Charles Williams' firm, which was about to make the Atlantic crossing. The captain of this, his name was Richard Jackson, he was concerned. He tells he's told that the packages contain linen.
Oh.
They're like it's linen, quotes.
Wink, wink, linen.
You know, sure, the linen's stuffed with tea leaves, but whatever. So anyway, he so Williams, to avoid the possibility of being prosecuted for smuggling, he correctly identifies the consignment as tea on his customs declaration. He's like, I'm gonna narc on you guys. I'm not shipping linen, like flat out. This is tea. So, um, as he was clearing customs at the mouth of the River Thames, some distance from London, Jackson learns that he had been right to suspect the packages and that part of his cargo was going to cause serious issues once it got to America. But once declared to customs officials in Britain, the tea had to be taken to its appointed destination, preferably before the autumn, like heavy winds and everything began, because Peggy Stewart, the boat, needed an overhaul and it leaked very badly. So on top of carrying this shit that it wasn't supposed to, we've got a leaking fucking boat. It made the voyage really unpleasant for the main cargo, which was 53 indentured servants just riding alongside all these tea bags. The whole fucking thing's a
Yeah.
mess. Peggy Stewart arrives to Annapolis the morning of October 14th, 1774, and Anthony Stewart is notified of the tax payable on part of the cargo. He immediately goes to Joseph and James Williams, Thomas's brothers and business partners, and informs them of the situation. Whatever Thomas had intended, his brothers had no interest in his big scheme, so they're like, no, we're not paying this shit. And they arrange a meeting with the committee which supervised the tea boycott to discuss the problem. And so Anthony Stewart fears like a big issue because he's like, none of the cargo can come ashore until the tax is being paid. We've got tea tucked away in the corner of the hold. I don't even give a shit about these indentured servants. He just cares about the tea. So Stewart knew they could not send the entire cargo back to London because it included all those servants who
Yeah.
might easily die in the storms on the way back. So he guarantees the payment of the tax on the tea himself, gets the servants ashore as soon as possible, and leaves the rest of the cargo on board to await the committee's decision.
Okay.
So then they have negotiations. Only 4 of the committee were available for a meeting that afternoon. They invited the public to contribute to the discussion, and it was decided that all of the cargo except the tea could be unloaded. 12 supervisors being appointed by the meeting to ensure that this was adhered to. And so a full committee meeting was then arranged for the morning the following Wednesday, October 19th. And over 5 days, a great deal of politics occurred. On one hand, you have Stewart and the 2 Williams brothers meeting with a committee chairman and formulating an agreement that they would burn the tea and publish an apology in the Maryland Gazette. On the other hand, one committee member publishes a handbill on October 15th denouncing Stewart, and it stirs up a great deal of like popular fervor. And so the second committee meeting was thronged with people, many of whom would come specifically to make an example of Mr. Stewart and his cronies for all these shenanigans. So then they have a second committee meeting, and this whole thing is like this. There's like letters to newspapers about this. It's like a whole fucking thing. And like all of a sudden they're like, okay, we have to burn the ship. There's this mob that's forming. Like a whole mob of people show up outside of like this guy's like house and whatever. And so he's like, okay, fuck the tea. I'm just gonna light this bitch on fire.
Valid.
So the the offer to burn the Peggy Stewart was easily enough to satisfy the mob. And so the brig was moved to a convenient spot with her sails and colors flying. And after reading a statement apologizing for their conduct, which was subsequently published in the Maryland Gazette, Anthony Stewart, Joseph Williams, and James Williams, and this other person, Nehemiah Moxley, they all jointly set the vessel and the tea on fire. And then within a few hours, quote, in the presence of a great number of spectators, the Peggy Stewart was burned down to the waterline. And the event has since become known as the Annapolis Tea Party.
Who fucking knew?
Who fucking knew? So, and there's like a legacy behind this now. So, like,
Yeah.
a token was produced and circulated in 1875 to celebrate the Peggy Stewart incident. Um, After the American Revolutionary War, citizens of Maryland came to view the burning of Peggy Stewart as an act of heroism, considering the angry crowd who demanded the burning to be devoted to patriots for their resistance of the British Tea Act. In 1904, Baltimore commemorated the event with the burning of Peggy Stewart, which was a mural painted on a west wall of the criminal court lobby in their courthouse. I'm sorry, 1974, there was like a silver coin that was created to honor the 200th anniversary of the burning. And it was like a whole thing. And so basically, the Boston Tea Party wasn't the only like tea party.
Interesting. My mind is blown because why didn't we learn this again in school?
Also, like, I just like despite having learned about like the Boston Tea Party and stuff, the thing that I'm still like not gathering is like why is everybody just so fucking wrapped up on tea alone?
It is confusing.
Like, I mean, my favorite part of all of this is that people got like so riled up during all of this that they formed like a mob, and then they were just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna burn the ship.
Take
Just
that.
light this. I'm done. Let's just light this shit on fire."
Yeah.
That's the point that I'm at on a daily basis. I'm like, just
I
set
was,
it
I
on fire.
was like,
Just
set it on
set it on
fire. It'll be
fire.
fine.
It's fine.
It's
Just
fine.
just set it on fire. What are you gonna do? You know. So anyway, friends, that's the Annapolis Tea Party. A little weird history for you.
I love it. I love weird history so much, and you do so well covering it every single
Thank
time.
you. Thank you, Queen. This was a fun episode
This
for
was a
us.
fun episode.
Love this. Odd fam, per usual. Let us know your thoughts on all of this. There's a lot to unpack here.
So much to unpack here.
Let us know. And as always, until next time.
Stay strange.